We all want Medicare for all. Every single American, a bunch of Americans want, a bunch of the American people want Medicare for all. There's a movement right now to hashtag force the vote. And I've gone over it here, but exactly here it is. Okay. So what we want is for the congressional progressives in Congress to withhold their vote from Nancy Pelosi as Speaker. Again, in order for someone to become Speaker of the House, which is the leader of the House, you have to have a majority of a certain party in the House. Then a person from that majority has to become the Speaker. And you vote in a committee or what's called a caucus to nominate someone. And then it goes to the House floor where Republicans and Democrats and independents and everybody else votes for that person or against that person. And for others, and so what Democrats, progressives have a leverage. They have a leverage. We got 15 million people who've lost their health care. That has now added to the already 87 million people that are uninsured or underinsured. That's 102 million people now uninsured or underinsured. That's 102 million people. That's a third of the American people. 300,000 people have died from the pandemic. We've got 500,000 people that die, that go bankrupt because they don't have health care. Right now is the time for Congress to force the vote, and mainly the progressives. This is your time. 88% of the Democratic base wants Medicare for all. 72% of the American people want Medicare for all. 52% of Republicans want Medicare for all. And 67% of independents want Medicare for all. So this is not performative theater. This is not just an act. This is not just me and other podcasters screaming into microphones and webcams and headphones and wherever else to just get views. This is the time to get health care. This is the time. Progressives have so much leverage that Nancy Pelosi lost so many seats in the House and is now only left with 6 or 7 seats as her margin. If she lost any of those votes, she would not become Speaker. This is the most popular issue in America right now. We got a global pandemic and nobody gets health care, but Congress doubles theirs. If not now, when? And by the way, what better way is there to get Medicare for all in the spotlight than a national debate? What better way is there to get what better way to grow this movement than to have a debate on Medicare for all? To have a national vote. To have your congressional representatives vote on health care. Do they want to give you healthcare in a global pandemic where 300,000 people have died, and then in regular normal times when 500K go bankrupt, 87 million in normal times are uninsured or underinsured, 30 to 68,000 people die because they don't have healthcare? Do they want to help you? Or do they want to vote against giving you health care? And if it fails, then we know who to fight like hell against, who to primary, and who the heck to get out of the Congress. Because if anybody votes against giving you health care, then they don't belong there, including the progressives. If not now, when are we going to get it? When? When are we going to get Medicare for all? When are we going to stop this absurdity that 22% of the American people don't go get health care coverage, don't go for medical care because they don't have insurance? When? Now is the time to get health care to the American people. We put progressives there. People put their blood, sweat, tears, hope, dreams, and money into these progressives. We put you there, progressives. AOC, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, Ayanna Pressley, Raul Grijalva, Ro Khanna, Pramila Jayapal, Katie Porter. All of you, we put you there. Now do what you were told to do. We put you there, and you knocked out the incumbents who had your seat prior to you because they weren't doing the job you promised to do. FDR said, now is the time. Now make me do it. And now is the time. Now is the time for our representatives to force this damn vote. And no vote for Nancy Pelosi until she puts Medicare for all, Pramila Jayapal's bill, HR 1334 on the docket, on the floor for a vote. No vote for Nancy Pelosi until we get a vote on Medicare for all. And if it fails, like I said before, we'll primary the hell out of these people. Whoever votes against giving health care to the American people. We're tired of waiting. We're tired of people giving money to Wall Street and Cambodia and Egypt and everybody else, but we don't have money for us. Oh, but they doubled their own freaking healthcare system. Now is the time. If not now, when? Now is the time. Force the vote. Force it. If not, you are all frauds. The movement is growing. This Sunday is the day that they're going to vote for speaker. So, if not now, when? Hashtag force the vote.